Hey, boys and girls, it's Miss Bone here. And you guys are quite a few lessons into finding perimeter. So I have this feeling that you're becoming experts. So I wanted to show you something because you're starting to get into some more complicated shapes that don't just have four sides to add together. Many of the shapes you're going to look at today, or polygons, or rectangles, or squares, whatever you want to call them, are going to have a lot more lengths for you to add together. So there's a really cool little trick that I wanted to show you. So maybe you can find the perimeter a little bit faster after today's lesson. So we all know that finding perimeter is when we add the sides around, all the way around the shape. We want to find out and measure the distance from the first corner of the shape all the way around back, like it's the finish line, right? So as you can see on my screen, I'm sharing one of the slides from today's lesson. And you have to find the perimeter of these rectangles, right? Because the question is asking you whose rectangle has a greater perimeter. So of course, when you see whose has a greater, you know you're comparing two amounts. So when you see questions like that, you're not dealing with just one amount, you have to find two amounts. And in this case, the amounts are your perimeters. So you've got to find both perimeters and see who has the greater one. And like I said when we started, I want to try to help you make a little bit of a connection to some math that I know you love, which is multiplication. I'm going to annotate something on the screen. And as I annotate, I want you to see if you see any side lengths repeating, like the same side length repeating. So let me get my draw tool ready. And we see Clara's rectangle. One side of the rectangle is 3 inches. And then this little portion of her rectangle is 5 inches. Well, now these look equal right here. So let me get my draw tool again. There we go. These little portions here, I should probably change colors to make this pop out a little bit, right? So we have a portion right here. Then let me change the color even again. We have another portion right here. But you know what? Those two sides or line segments of her rectangle look equal, right? So I know in a lesson previous to today, you started recognizing that sometimes the sides are equal. So watch as I label, I'll go back to black now, and I'm going to label because if this little portion is 5 inches, well, then this little portion is probably 5 inches as well. Not even probably, let me take that back, is 5 inches as well, which also means because this line segment is equal, that's 5 inches as well, which means that this line segment has to be 5 inches as well. And you know what, boys and girls, let's just keep on going. Now, if this side is only 3 inches, we know rectangles, we know that they have two pairs of equal sides. So if the left side is 3 inches, you got it. The right side is going to be 3 inches. Now, if the top is 5, 5, 5, and 5, if the bottom is 5, 5, 5, and 5, then the top is going to be 5, 5, 5. And I'm going to stop, boys and girls. Remember I said I wanted you to watch to see if there was any repeating numbers coming through over here? Oh, my annotating tool got a little cuckoo on me. We got it. That's right, boys and girls. 5 is repeating over and over. And you know what else is repeating actually? 3 is repeating. So let me show you what many of my students do when they see a shape like this. They know that you have to add to find perimeter. You have to add the length of all the sides. So you know what my students do before I teach them this? That's right, before I teach them this, they start making a really long addition. So they take 3, they add it to 5, then they add it to 5 again, then they add it to another 5, then they add it to another 5, then they add it to another 3. Oh, my annotating tool got a little bit paused again. It's all right, we'll figure it out. Then they add another 5. Then they add another 5. And you know what? My annotating tool can't even handle how many 5s I have to write down. This is just too many 5s. Too many 5s. Why would I be adding all these 5s when I already know multiplication? Why would I have to go 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 again? I don't want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. There's 8 5s plus another 5 again. My 5s are really not looking right, but I can make them. I can try again. But really, the point is not to make my 5s look right. You know what the point is? To recognize, boys and girls, you don't need to do all this. You don't need to add all the time. When you see 5 repeating 8 times, you know what all you have to do is do 5 times 8. And I know by this time in 3rd grade, there's a lot of you who know what 5 times 8 is like that. So instead of going 5 plus 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, I don't know about you, but I lose track. I make little mistakes when I'm trying to add all those 5s together. So why don't I just take a shortcut and do 5 times 8? And then you know what else? There's 2 3s here. And how can we do a shortcut when we've got 2 3s? 2 times 3. That's right. Boys and girls, 5 times 8 is 40. Most of us know that. And if we don't, I know we're getting real close. And 2 times 3 is 6. Boys and girls, in our heads, what's 40 plus 6? That's right, 46. The perimeter of this rectangle is 46. And we don't, let me get a nice, I don't know, what's the word? What's the color I'm looking for here? How about purple? We don't want to do this. If we have to do this, we can. We can. But you know what? That takes so long. When you are seeing the measurement repeat and the same number repeat over and over again, one side is 4 inches, another side is 4 inches, another side is 4 inches, and another side is 4 inches. Why do addition? It's 4 times. You don't have to do addition every single time to find perimeter because multiplication is a shortcut for repeat addition. So when those numbers are repeating on those shapes, when those sides are the same equal inches or measurement, just skip right to multiplication. Save yourself some time. I know you can do it, boys and girls. Good luck.